what's up, and welcome to the dwelling place of Dethious. My name is Dethious, but you can call me John, and today we have a different kind of video. This is going to be a semi-review. Now, I call it a semi-review because this is going to be more about what I think of the game, and it's going to be a very opinionated review. Now, most reviews, out there are generally opinionated, but this is going to be a little bit different, meaning I'm just going to talk about, my experience with these games, or with whatever game I'm reviewing. Now, this is going to be the first one, and if you're not familiar what this is, or you live under a rock, this is World of Warcraft, or WoW, and now that you've heard the name, you probably know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, wow, of course I know what that is. I don't live under a rock. But yeah, this is a fairly huge game, and it's quite possibly probably the most popular game on the planet right now, still. But, that's up to debate. Anyways, so really the topic of this video is going to be why I think this game is so popular, / why I think this game is so addicting, and more towards the addicting side. Now, to start this whole video off of me talking or rambling for however long, I'm going to talk about my experience and how I got into it. Years ago, growing up, I was always surrounded by gaming, gamers, gamer nerds, just, typical gamers and typical nerds and all that crap. Even though I don't consider them nerds, I just consider them friends, obviously. But, come on, let's face it. We're all nerds. We're gamers, all that crap. And I would always be suggested to play a game called World of Warcraft. This giant online game that you can play with, tons of people at once. Everybody will be on the same server, yada yada yada, and multiple servers and all that crap. Now, at that time, I'm pretty sure I hadn't played really any online games other than ones that were on Xbox and crap like that. And so I didn't really have any experience or any history with online games, like massively online games. Now, I remember back when I was still in school and growing up, I went over to my friend's house, and he actually let me play this game. He let me create a character and try out the game for myself, and at that point in time, I wasn't very interested in it, and I didn't really stick with it. But years later... Oh, wow. What was that? Anyways, years later, I decided I wanted to try this game out because, a lot of things had been happening to this game. I actually believe I wanted to get into it because Cataclysm was coming out at that time. And Cataclysm, at that time, the trailers for it really intrigued me, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna try this game because these trailers look amazing. So I tried it. I don't remember if I did like a free trial or if I bought the game. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. All that I remember is that I played for a while. I played for like a month, which might not be a while to any of you experienced WoW players, but for me at that time, it was a long time to play a game. every day. Now, I wouldn't play it every day. I used to play it like every night with one of my friends. We actually both got into it. He got like the battle chest. Um, and if you're watching this, you know who you are. Um, and yeah, we used to play it. We used to have fun with it, but I never got very far. I also made multiple characters, which, in my opinion, is a very bad idea because if you're going to be switching, going back and forth between characters, you're not going to get anywhere. You should stick to one character and just level up that way. But I didn't do that. I had multiple characters because I was like, oh, this looks cool. But also, this looks cool. Holy crap. What is this? This is awesome. Alright, I'll come back to this. Anyways, I'm not going to get sidetracked by this game. Now, that's actually another thing I'm talking about, but I'll get into it. So yeah, I kind of got into the game, but it wasn't enough for me to continue playing, so I didn't play after that. I think I had reached my limit on whatever subscription I was on, whether it was free, whether it was a regular one. But after that, I just pretty much stopped playing, uninstalled everything. But, I had fun with it. And then years later, I decided it would be a great idea to try and play it again. And when I say years later, I mean actually like many months ago. So earlier this year, I decided I'm going to try it again. And boy, I mean, to some people that was a bad mistake, but to others that was a good mistake, or a good choice, rather. So I picked it up again, and for some reason, I had to like make a new BattleNet account because when I bought Diablo 3 back when it came out, for some reason I couldn't use my previous one, and I had to make a completely new everything pretty much. So that's what happened, and I made a new character. The first character I played was a rogue, a Worgen rogue, and I had a lot of fun with him, and I still am to this day. In fact, I need to level him up now that I think of it. Anyways, so yeah, I rolled a rogue and I played him for a very long time, and then I unlocked the Death Knight class and fell in love with the Death Knight, and I've been playing a Death Knight ever since, and all that crap. And then, it just kept spiraling out of control after that, so started playing with my friend, and, we used to play it every night, every day, every night, and it was fun, and it still is. So that leads to why I think this whole game is so popular and so addicting. One is how huge this game is. Now, this game is just massive. There's tons of places to go to. It takes a very long time to get from one end of a continent to the other. And I'm only talking about one there. And there's multiple continents at this moment in time. There are 4 continents. Actually, count them 5. There's actually a 5th world, Outland, which was added during Burning Crusade. And then you got Northrend and Pandaria from the other expansions. And then, you got the default vanilla worlds, which is the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. And, yeah. So, there's just tons of places to go to. All the areas are very unique. They're really cool. You know, there's just so many places to go to that just are really cool. Like right now, for example, if you see on my screen, I have my map up. I'm currently trying to get an achievement. It's called World Explorer. When I explore if I explore every area in the game, I get this achievement. And this is just perfect timing because I'm talking about how big this world is, and I've been playing for what I think is a while now, and I still haven't gotten to every place in the game. So, I'm slowly working up to it. Now that leads to the second part of why I think this game is so addicting and crazy. There's just so much to do, and more specifically, the quests and events and stuff. There's just so much stuff to do in this game. There's, like, on top of so many places to go to, in those places, there's just so much to do. Quests beyond quests, dungeons, raids, little scenarios. It's just, the list seems endless. It's crazy. And I still have yet to really make a dent in all those quests. And there's also an achievement for that, for pretty much doing every quest, and that's the Lore Master one, which honestly I don't think I'll ever get because I don't have enough patience for that. So yeah, I mean, there's just so many jobs and quests and things to do, whether it's leveling up your character, leveling up your professions. Yes, there's professions. Um, you can pick certain professions and level them up. Like right now, I have blacksmithing and mining because for my certain class, it's just a perfect set of professions. Um, I guess there's nothing over there. Anyways, so yeah, there's just tons of things to do in this game, and it kind of it keeps you kind of interested in the game because you're never like really done doing things. You're always moving from place to place and yada yada yada. And now on top of that, I go to my third big reason why I think this game is so addicting, and that is the character progression. Now, what I mean by that is just how you progress through the game and how powerful you get through the game. And, when you start off the game and you see other characters with crazy, like, level 90 gear, you're just like, oh man, I want to get that. But you can't because you're only level 1. So, working up to that is just another reason why I think this game is so addicting because, you're doing all these quests, you're going to all these areas to try and work up to a certain reward or a certain goal, whether it's a set of armor or that one-handed sword you really want, or an epic mount, or a legendary anything really. It just keeps you just wanting more and more, and as you level higher and higher through the game, you get better gear, you get better talents, you just become more powerful, and it just makes you feel really awesome, really. Like, let's see, hold on, let me land somewhere and kind of give a little brief overview of what I am currently equipped or with. Now, for example, like everything that you see here, I worked up to, or somehow had to do something to get them. The mount, I had to get through an achievement, so there's a quest thing. The armor, I actually had to have someone make it for me. It's actually technically PvP gear, but I wanted it for transmog, for cosmetics, because it just looks amazing for the Death Knight. And same with my weapon, which is my Witch Hunter's Harvest, which is just this giant badass scythe you see here. And all this gear I have, I had to work up to. I had to get all this stuff, like all these cliff breaker ones I had to get on the Timeless Isle, which is this new thing that they have. And, you know, you go on there and you have to pretty much, you do little stuff and, you know, little quests and all this crap, and you get really crazy gear and loot and stuff, and it's awesome. And, yeah, so I mean, once I got like all this crazy gear, I just felt awesome. Like, I'm still trying to get better and better gear to this day, and trying to become just super powerful. So I mean, to sum this all up, those are like just 3 big reasons to me why I think this game is so addicting. I mean, there's tons more reasons, but I only wanted to stick to like 3 big reasons, or 3 like major reasons that I think. So that's what I did. And yeah. So anyways, like and share this video, or like and favorite rather, if you enjoyed watching this video. Leave a comment below on what you think of World of Warcraft, and either why you hate it, why you love it, why you don't play it, why you play it, or why you think the game is so addicting. And also subscribe to my channel to check out my future and past videos, because I have plenty up and I definitely want to get more and more out. Well, this is going to be the first of many videos like this. So other than that, this is Dethious, and I will see you guys in whatever else I make. Alright, see you later.